All right, today we're diving into something called the heart-led ignition. It's this idea that we're standing right on the edge of a totally new kind of leadership. But, what does that actually mean? Let's get into it. And the whole thing kicks off with this line: "A new era's calling, this is where we start." Wow. I mean, that's not exactly a quiet suggestion, is it? It's a real call to action. It's meant to make you feel like, okay, something big is about to happen, and this is the starting line. So that brings us right to the big question. I mean, heart-led leader. It sounds great, right? It's inspiring. But what are we really talking about here? What does that look like in the real world? Let's unpack that. All right, let's start by cracking the code. If we're talking about a new style of leadership, what are the fundamental rules? What's the playbook for a heart-led leader who wants to make a real impact? Okay, so here's the core idea. Heart-led leadership basically flips the traditional model on its head. It's not about your job title or how much authority you have. It's all about leading from the inside out. It's about tapping into your own courage, your own authenticity, your own truth, and using that as the fuel for real positive change. So the first piece of the puzzle is this: your heart is your power. And that's not just a nice phrase. It means your real strength doesn't come from a business card or what other people think of you. Nope. It comes from inside, from your empathy, your passion, your gut feeling. That's the engine driving everything. And if your heart is the engine, then this next part, your truth is your light, well, that's your GPS and your headlights all rolled into one. It's what guides you, what steers your decisions, and makes sure that everything you do is genuinely you, totally aligned with what you believe in. And check out this line: step into your courage, step into your might. I love that wording. It's not about just having courage somewhere inside you. It's an action. It's a conscious decision to step up and use it. But here's the thing. This philosophy says you're not meant to do it all by yourself. And this is where it gets really interesting. The whole idea explodes from just being about you to being about, well, everyone. Because sure, this kind of leadership starts inside one person, but its true power, that gets unlocked when we all link up. Just listen to the wording here. We rise together. It's not I rise, it's we rise. That's a huge difference, right? It totally reframes leadership. It's not some boss at the top of a pyramid, it's a whole community, a team, moving in the same direction together. And the vision here is massive. We're not talking about a handful of leaders. The call to action is for 1 million leaders. Just let that sink in. 1 million. Not a small group, but a genuine critical mass of people, all ready to lead from the heart. Imagine the ripple effect of that. So, why that huge number? Because with 1 million people all leading from that same place of truth and courage, you're not just making tiny tweaks. You're starting a fire, a collective ignition. It's about sparking a massive, widespread transformation. The power just grows and grows. Okay, so we've talked about what this is and why it matters. Now let's get practical. How do you answer this call? How do you start your own personal ignition? Well, there's actually a simple framework for it. Here it is, the ignition framework. It's just 3 steps. First, you step in. That's the moment you decide, okay, I'm in. I'm answering the call. Then you rise up. That means tapping into that inner courage we've been talking about. And finally, you shine your light. You lead with your truth. You let it guide you. So it's step in, rise up, shine your light. Simple, right? But so powerful. And all of this is wrapped up in one recurring line, kind of like a mantra. Heart-led leaders, let's ignite. You hear it again and again. It's not just a catchphrase. It's like the central rallying cry. It's an invitation and a statement of purpose, all at once. Which brings us to the final and maybe most important point. After all this talk about big ideas and collective movements, it all comes back down to one person. It's all about you. The whole thing ends on this incredibly hopeful note. It talks about a new world awakening. And the feeling is that this isn't some distant dream. It's something that's actually happening right here, right now. And what's causing this awakening? It's this new era of leadership. It's this massive shift away from the old, rigid ways of doing things and towards something way more real, more connected. The idea is that you're being called to add your light to this incredible movement. And here's the final punchline. This new era, this big awakening, it begins with you today. It doesn't start with some famous person or in some other country or next year. Nope. The power to kickstart all this change is right in your hands, right now. So really, it all boils down to this one last question for you. If your heart is your power and your truth is your light, what are you gonna do with it? How will you shine your light?